All right, we're at the home of Alex Darke. We've done 2 prior phases out here. Looking to do kind of finish up the Hardie we haven't done, but then also kind of paint the whole house, do the fascia, do the drip edge, fascia overlay, drip edge replacement, and then finish up the siding we haven't done, and then paint everything that has been done previously, as well as the siding that we'll do on this time. So starting on this side, kind of we have this gables in decent shape. Still have some curling and some things going on that you can see right down here. But basically, you know, probably one of the better areas of the house. But this would all be done. We're going to be using the Select Sierra 8 vertical siding everywhere like we've done previously. So that will be done with Hardie and painted. And then we're going to be doing on all, it's just like we did on the prior phases. We have kind of like this post and lentil trim. And we'll see it as we go around, but it's not just a squared off trim, it's kind of that style. So we'll match that and replicate that. This chevron pattern we did already with some colonial rough, so that just needs to be painted. We have a corner up here. You can tell this drip edge is pretty much just gone. It's just paint right here from right there till probably right about here. That whole drip edge is just paint. You can see, I mean, there's nothing behind it. This corner's been repaired, so again, just some really good indicators here of why doing fascia overlay would be appropriate. So that's what we're looking at here. Inside here, we've already done all this, so that all just needs to be painted. We will, however, do the fascia overlay and the drip edge replacement. Coming down here to the front door, we already did all the surrounding sides of the door. So that just needs to be painted, and the trim needs to be painted. The door will need to be painted as well. They're going to do a pretty drastic color change. So we do need to paint the front door as part of that. Coming around here, the area above the front door, the garage doors has been done. So we're just painting that. We will be wrapping both garage door frames. You can see pretty much all have a certain degree of rot on them, so you can see that. So basically all these garage door frames here will be wrapped in Hardie material. There's a little bit of soffit on the house, not much, but where there is soffit, we'll paint all that. So that would all get painted, caulked and sealed, and it's going to look really nice when it's all said and done. This side here is in real rough shape, so this all needs to be torn off. Again, fascia overlay, drip edge replacement, and again, that gable vent, that bottom trim board is rotten. That gable vent trim, the white part, will be replaced with the Hardie 1x4. We're gonna have to do a temporary pull for the electrical. Under here, this arbor, we're gonna tear that down and get rid of that. So that'll all be torn down and disposed. This gable up top, we've already done. You can see the post and lentil kind of style trim. So we've done all that already up top, so that just needs to be painted. Everything down here, again, up to about this line right here, this all just needs to be painted. Starting here, that's where the T111 is. That's where we need to resume with the actual Hardie installation, and that will be done all through here. Underneath this little nook under here, wrapping the garden window with the Hardie 1x4, and then the door with the Hardie 1x4. Port ceiling will be painted. This 6x6 right here, we'll wrap that in Hardie again, just so it doesn't have any kind of issues down the road. And again, this arbor will be completely gone, so we can get back there and do that siding behind the ledger board there kind of a little bit cleaner than we would otherwise. There's a lot of rot behind that board, so it's a good thing we're tearing it off anyways. So back here, again, basically T111 up here. This is all good candidate for overlay up top. Where we get back down here, we're going to need to skirt that and cut out the rot and do an overlay just like we did everywhere else. But this door trim, this back door will be painted. Oh, I forgot to mention on this, there's a little side door So there's a little side door right here. So that we're just going to paint. Little garage entry door, but if we're doing a color change on the house, that door needs to be painted over here. We'll paint the rear entry door right here, and we will also paint, so these two windows, big guys right here, will be trimmed in Hardie. All this will be Hardie plank back here. And this door, this won't be painted, but we need to take off the storm door and do the trim and then reattach the storm door. All this has not been done. This is T111. That's a pretty good candidate for overlay up here. Pretty decent down here, majority of it. But then over here is where we get, you know, again, we can cut a skirt on here about 2 feet up to get rid of all that rot and everything that we see. But then everywhere from down, you know, we need to resheathe. We're going to inspect the framing, the base plate, make sure nothing crazy is going on there, and then install the Hardie on top of that. Gutters will be coming down, and we will throw those away. They're old, and they're the big old pin through ones, and if we take those down to do the fascia or even paint, there's no way they're going to go back properly. So that's kind of what's going to happen there. And that's really it. So again, just basically wherever there's T111, we're finishing that out with Hardie Select Sierra 8. Wherever there's the Hardie that we've already done, that will be painted. So the whole house is going to be painted. We're finishing up the Hardie that has not been done, doing a fascia overlay and doing a drip edge replacement, getting rid of the gutters, wrapping this 6x6 column right here, and wrapping the garage door frames up front. So that's about what we're looking at. The chimney's all brick, so no concern there. Up top, you can barely see it up there. That's all brick, and but that's pretty much our scope of work. So we're gonna go in and take a look at the project now and see how we can work this out for them. But thank you so much for calling us back. We really appreciate the opportunity to work with y'all again, and look forward to getting this taken care of for you.